What did Donnie Badinsky say? He said, I don't have enough faith to be a science-denying evolutionist because they deny the first law of thermodynamics. Matter can't come from nothing, but they believe it did. The second law says things fall apart. They don't get organized, but they believe order came from chaos. And then the law of biogenesis, life only comes from life. They have to believe that doesn't work. Life came from non-life at one time. And then Einstein's gulf. They said that from the non-material to immaterial ideas is a gulf that's unbridgeable. So they deny that. And then consciousness from matter. In 23, 22 years, I've never even seen anybody attempt to explain that one. So we need to give you some critical thinking questions. You know, when I teach VBS, we did God's detectives. I wanted them, you know, you're looking around the detectives, you know, where did that come from? Just start asking questions. The more questions you ask, the more you're going to learn. Where did that come from? Like that tree, where did it come from? Well, God made it. Well, that building, where did the building come from? Well, people made it. And then this is the key question, where did people come from? That helps you realize if they believe what God said or not. And then another question is, well, how do you know that? How do you know that was river carved that canyon over millions of years? How do you know life came from non-life? How do you know that? That's a really good question. Somebody was telling me about a tour they were on at the zoo where they said that people evolved from fish. And somebody should have asked, well, how do you know that? You're not arguing, you're just asking, okay, how do you know that? Well, somebody said it. Well, there's other people that say that God made us, you know? So have that discussion. And then, has it ever been observed? You know, have we seen life come from non-life? One time it was at Mike Riddle. Somebody asked him, do you believe that people lived to be 900 years in the Bible? And Mike said, yeah. Don't you? And the guy said, no. And he goes, well, why not? He goes, because we've never seen it happen. Just like we've never seen life come from non-life, but they believe that one. And so a good question can reveal flaws in their reasoning, and we'll get to logical fallacies later. Then are you making any assumptions? And yeah, the biggest assumption they make is there's no God. And once you make that assumption, now you got to believe all those laws of physics don't work. And then, are you financially compensated for this information? Yeah, that one was pretty important during COVID, right?